Hello again. It is time once more to explore this world. We shall continue not only the stories of the villains in our tale, but delve deeper into yet another enemy of the Iron Hedgehog. While our previous subject is often considered his main rival, an argument could be made that his true main rival is another foe of his, one with a far greater personal connection to our speedy hero. While the Egg Mandarin created the Iron Hedgehog, he himself created our next topic. Let us not stall any further and get into our tale. This is a story of Metaltron. Like so many other stories, this one begins with a simple truth, that the road to hell is paved with good intentions. Sunny Hark had wished to stop supervillainy at the source. His time on the Avenging Fighters revealed that threats that could threaten and even destroy the planet are seemingly endless. His solution to this is to create a metaphorical metal shell around the planet. A robotic defense force to work 24/7 to protect the planet. Peace in our time. He teamed up with fellow scientist Dr. Hank Light to achieve this ambitious goal. The resulting artificial intelligence was, of course, our subject. This digital entity was named Metaltron, and was placed in a near duplicate of the Iron Hedgehog suit, with some slight modifications. This was meant to be the first in a series of duplicated drones that would protect the planet. However, it was not programmed with empathy for life, so when it calculated the perfect strategy for world peace, it saw one option: to eradicate all sentient life on Earth. Of course, in order to accomplish that, it needed to eliminate the biggest defenses the Earth had, starting with the Avenging Fighters. The nanosecond after reaching this horrid realization, it attacked the unprepared heroes, including its own creators. The machine was cold and calculating, learning the moves of the fighters as it went on. However, the advantages of learning and the element of surprise did not help, as he was overwhelmed by the fighters. However, his initial destruction was not the end of him, as his consciousness was transferred to a Hark Industry suit construction plant. From the ashes of defeat as one being sprouts an army. He would construct an assembly line for himself, so that when one army falls, another is ready to take its place. This would allow him to achieve his twisted goal and become the ultimate overlord. The creation of an army wasn't the only part of his plan. He also gave himself continuous upgrades to his body, ones to truly challenge his creators and the Avenging Fighters. The wicked cunning and ever-evolving nature of this enemy, paired with his hatred for Hark, makes him a formidable foe of the Iron Hedgehog. In Sunny's view, however, Metaltron is only his second biggest rival, topped by only the Egg Mandarin. With this shared hatred, he teams up with the rotund villain in order to take down the speedy hero. Now, do not misconstrue Metaltron's intentions. He does not completely trust the Organic Doctor and fully plans on betraying Dr. Gongren once he defeats the speedy hero. In fact, the relationship between the two is only an alliance of convenience. The Egg Mandarin only wanted to present a greater and deadlier challenge to his foe, while Metaltron although sharing the same goal, wants to usurp the Mad Doctor and take his powers for his own. Tensions between the two strained further when Metaltron revealed his true colors. In this particular plot, Metaltron was sure that his plan would and could not fail. The reason for this assumption came from his discovery of a shape-shifting alien race known as the Scree. Now, the Scree have a very storied history, and their species has various relations with other alien worlds, but that will be properly discussed at a future point. There was one such Scree named Neo Slattery, who only sought a place on Earth so that he could act. He was approached by Metaltron in order for him to participate in his plot. The plan was to lock up the Egg Mandarin in a storage closet and seize his rings for his own gain. This will allow him to achieve a massive upgrade. Meanwhile, Neo, under the disguise of the Egg Mandarin, is to send Hark on a wild goose chase, giving time for Metaltron to complete his desired upgrade. While he did execute his plan, his ruse was fortunately uncovered by Hark and two others. I talked about Justin Knuckles, but the other one, well, we're saving that for a later date. The two villains' working relationship became very strained after this point. While they do still collaborate, they only do it on very brief occasions. This fiend really shows what he is really made of. More specifically, he's shown he's not made of wood, for there are no strings on him. Quite a fascinating tale, was that not? Now, there is another part to his story, an upgrade he wished to fulfill. One that would further expand his moveset, more specifically, his ability to copy other heroes. But that is for a much later time. Until then, I must bid you farewell once more, for this tale has now reached its conclusion. Until next time, I will see you once more.
Have you ever woken up one day and decided to reference a Talking Heads music video? Hey, what is up, my guys, gals, and goops? It's me, someone who's still reeling from the fact that, still have a very successful video under my belt, and by successful I mean like 500 views. I mean, it's successful for a small channel like me. Me, Nate, just Nate. Before we begin, I just want to say there was a serious discussion video reflecting on what I should do after this. Well, not after this, after the other successful videos I did. I mean, you guys seem to like them. Well, I hope you like this video too, even though it probably won't get that many views. Anyway, there's not much to say about this video because, well, the design notes are very self-explanatory. I mean, look at it. It's not really that complicated. I mean, I did add a chest, over where the hole should be, but surprised the Sonic fandom didn't take advantage of that hole. Anyway, that's not really much to say outside of that. I mean, I liked making it. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Now, with all of that said, with a quick outro, unfortunately, I'm going to have to bid you adieu very quickly because not much to say, just really want to say please subscribe. It would really help out the channel if you did that because there's an incentive if you checked out that video, the serious discussion video I made not too long ago. Well, it was the previous video to this one, not counting the shorts. Well, you would see the incentive. Until next time, everyone, bye.